Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we are discussing about cell structure and functions part B. In previous video we have already discussed about some cell organelles like centrosome, ribosome, endoplasmic reticulum. In this video the remaining cell organelles are included. Short notes regarding this topic is given below in description box. So let's start. First, Golgi complex. In this picture, this peach color structures represents Golgi complex. This is the detailed image of Golgi complex. Golgi complex consists of several flattened membranous sacs. These sacs are called cisternae. Usually 3 to 20 cisternae are present in one Golgi complex. Then these sacs, otherwise these cisternae, are divided into three portions. First, entry phase, otherwise cis phase. Second, medial cisternae, and third, exit phase, otherwise trans phase. Next, Golgi complex is mainly used for transport of proteins. Proteins are synthesized from ribosome. Most of the ribosomes are attached with rough endoplasmic reticulum. So, synthesized protein from ribosomes are transported to endoplasmic reticulum. In the endoplasmic reticulum, these proteins are covered to form a vesicle. The green colored portion in this picture represents this vesicle. Then these vesicles attached with Golgi complex. Initially, it attached with a flattened sac of Golgi complex called entry phase. So that is entry phase. It accepts the proteins or vesicles. Then it passed to adjacent sacs called medial cisternae. And again it passed to adjacent sacs, and last it reaches the last sac called exit phase. And then it again forms into another vesicle called secretory vesicle. These vesicles deliver the protein to plasma membrane and then discharged into extracellular fluid. Thus, the proteins are transported. That is Golgi complex. Next cell organelle is lysosome. In this picture, this peach colored spherical bodies are representing lysosome. Lysosome is a vesicle formed from Golgi complex. It contains digestive enzymes. This is the detailed image of lysosome. And in this picture, the digestive enzymes are present. Okay, the function of lysosome is mainly digesting the worn out organelles, that is worn out cell organelles. It is known as autophagy. Auto means self. Phagy means eating. So, self-eating. Okay, next function. It can digest the entire cell also. It is known as autolysis, but it occurs in a pathological condition. That is, in a normal body, the autolysis will not occur. And the autolysis occurs in one more condition, that is in a dead body. Okay, so that is function of lysosome. Next cell organelle is mitochondrion, otherwise mitochondria. This is the picture of mitochondria. This marked region represents mitochondria. It is referred to as the powerhouse of cell. This is the detailed image. It consists of an outer mitochondrial membrane as well as an inner mitochondrial membrane. This inner mitochondrial membrane contains a series of fold-like structure. It is known as mitochondrial cristae. Cristae means ridges. Okay, next, a central fluid-filled cavity is present in the mitochondria and it is enclosed by the inner mitochondrial membrane. This fluid-filled cavity is known as mitochondrial matrix. Mitochondria helps in cellular aerobic respiration. So, due to the presence of a series of folds, that is mitochondrial cristae, the surface area for the chemical reaction increases. That is, the aerobic cellular respiration increases, and as a result of that, more ATP is produced. So, this series of folds helps in the production of ATP. That is why it is known as powerhouse of cell. Next cell organelle is cilia and flagella. Cilia and flagella are the hair-like projections from the surface of cell. But there are some difference between the cilia and flagella. In this picture, you can see cilia and flagella. Due to the presence of numerous projections, the cilia can move the fluids over cell surface, while flagella is strong enough, that is, the projection is strong enough to move the entire cell itself. That is cilia and flagella. Next cell organelle is peroxisome. Peroxisome is a vesicle containing some enzymes like lysosome. Mainly, it contains oxidases and catalases. Oxidases means it is an oxidative enzyme, that is, helps in oxidation. Catalases helps in decomposition, especially hydrogen peroxide. So, the function of peroxisome is it oxidizes amino acids, fatty acids, etc. and detoxify harmful substance such as hydrogen peroxide and associated free radicals. That is peroxisome. Next cell organelle is proteasome. It is a tiny barrel-shaped structure containing another enzyme, that is proteases. That is proteolytic enzyme. It degrades unneeded or damaged or faulty proteins by cutting them into small peptides. That is its function. So that is the cell organelles seen in the cytoplasm. Next is nucleus, the most important portion of a cell. Nucleus is a portion which control all the cellular activities. This is the detailed image of nucleus. Okay, nucleus consists of a nuclear envelope like plasma membrane. That is, the structure of nuclear envelope resembles the structure of plasma membrane like lipids and proteins. Okay, then nuclear envelope consists of a series of pores or opening. It is known as nuclear pores. Next, inside the nucleus there are some spherical bodies. It is known as nucleolus, otherwise nucleoli. Singular is nucleolus. Usually, one or more spherical bodies are present. Within the nucleus are most of cells' hereditary units called genes, which control all the cellular activities. Genes are arranged along chromosomes. Chromosomes contains DNA. So, this complex of DNA, proteins and some RNA is called chromatin. In this picture, this marked region represents chromatin. Next, function of nucleus. Mainly, it controls all the cellular activities. Next, nuclear pores control the movement of substance between the nucleus and cytoplasm. Next, nucleolus produce ribosomes. And chromosomes consist of genes that control cellular structure and direct all the cellular functions. That is the function of nucleus. So that is today's video. Hope you like it. Keep watching. Thank you.